Okay, read message. Oh, it's message on the ground this time. Horse. By the way, horse. What? I can rate this message. It's currently got a rating of 33.
That has been dropped. Yes, that message has been dropped by a player.
Okay. Horse, by the way, horse. You know, whatever you gotta do. Okay, there's a bunch more of those. Let's see what this one says. Joy ahead. Why do I sense sarcasm? Be wary of horse butthole. Be wary of horse butthole? Is that what they're trying to say? Okay. Illusion ahead. Oh, that one had a higher rating too. Okay. Beanpole? Question mark. Let's see. Did I read that one? Yes, I did read that one. Oh, this one. Arena ahead. Had a low rating. Visions of hope. Okay.
I can tell you now.
Hurrah for bravery. By the way, now the real fight begins.
Yeah, the majority of messages you're going to come across in this game are useless.
People being silly.
Dark Souls is notorious for trolls.
Are you ready? By the way, good luck.
One message you'll see a lot is tri-tongued butthole.
Hope ahead.
Or joy.
What you said.
Joy chest ahead.
Tears ahead.
Now some messages can be trusted.
Praise the sun. Praise the sun again. Well, it looks all nice and bright out here. A lot better than where I was at.
Welcome. Welcome to Majula.
Yeah, when it popped up, I thought it said marijuana, but we'll go with what you said. Touch pool of blood. Why not? Ooh.
That means you're going to see where a player died.
Touch this pool of blood. Okay, the first pool of blood, 2 people walked off the edge. The second pool of blood, 3 people walk off the edge.
Now, I'll go ahead and give you a piece of advice. Items are hidden everywhere in Dark Souls. So, be sure to constantly look around. There are hidden doors, there are hidden walls, there's things you can drop off of.
Well, I'm looking where these people keep jumping off of, and I don't see anything down there that I could possibly safely land on. That just looks like a straight up drop off. More blood pools. Let's see what. Okay, everybody is jumping off this freaking ledge for some reason.
I mean, just because everybody's jumping off the ledge, does that mean you should?
See this guy do that again. Okay, nope, he straight up went down in the water. I mean, everybody's doing it.
I mean, you're already hollow.
Oh, wait a minute. Aha, there's a path down there. But
there it goes. I was wondering how long it would take you to find it.
I just kept following the road and stuff that I was on, looking at all the blood paths, and all this. I just kind of, yeah, there it is. All right. Oh wait, there's a message here. Weapon ahead, he says, allegedly. Oh, let's just see here. Ooh, okay. Drop off here. There's a little landing. Nothing here, it looks like. Drop off here. Okay, I got a morning star and a cleric's sacred chime.
Yep. You will not care about the sacred chime. You might care about the morning star. You'll just have to compare it to whatever weapon you have now.
And now I got binoculars.
Binoculars are useless for you. I mean, they do what you think they would do. You can activate them as an item and they'll let you zoom in on stuff. The main use for binoculars is spellcasters can use them to aim their magic. Because otherwise you can't
That's
actually
an interesting
aim.
concept.
Well, by aim I mean you can use it to center your screen in a certain position and then undo binoculars and cast, and you know where the center of your screen is, so you know where your spell's going to go. Otherwise, pretty much all ranged attacks, you don't aim normally, you just lock onto an enemy. Now there is a way to aim with a bow. We'll cross that bridge if we get to it.
Okay, well I got to the end of the path on the ledge, and let's see, I can go back. It's kind of doubling back in the direction that I was coming from, except I'd be going into a castle or a tunnel looking pathway,
Yeah,
which gets
don't
really
go that
dark.
way yet.
Okay, it didn't exactly look inviting, so okay.
Explore the town. There's people you need to talk to. There's items to find.
Okay, these messages and blood pools are starting to get tedious.
If you go up to the big monument at the top of the hill, you can see how many players have died in this game worldwide.
Oh, really? Oh, bonfire.
Do not ever, ever, ever attack anyone in this town.
Oh, okay. I stopped moving. It's like, what? Don't ever do what? Okay.
Take your fingers off of the triggers entirely. You see the woman in the green dress?
Well, I can't confirm the color, but I'm going to assume it's the one you're talking about, standing next to a tree.
That is how you level up. If you somehow kill her, you can never level up again.
Wow, really? No, she doesn't respawn or anything?
Nope.
Jeez, you can really screw yourself in this game, can't you?
Yes, you can. To be fair, you can also beat this game at level 1, though, so I mean, you'd be fucked, but you could, in theory, do it.
Okay, here's the more appropriate question. Could I do it?
No.
Right, okay.
No.
Fingers off the triggers.
Absolutely not. No way in hell.
Okay.
So talk to her for your... Basically, she's going to tell you why you're here, what you're trying to do.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll talk to her first then. Yeah, where'd it go? There it is. Talk.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
Okay, I got an Estus flask.
Go on and see the king.
That is your reusable
He
healing
made
item.
Drangleic what it
Make sure
once
you
was.
equip it in your first
He who
hot
peered at the
item
essence of
slot.
the soul. King Vendrick. Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable, the four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away.
Alright. You talk to everyone in town, wander around, explore, and I will be back.
Seek souls, larger, more powerful souls.
Okay.
Seek the king. That is the only way. Lest this land swallow you whole, as it has so many others. Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle, where a man peered straight into the essence of the soul. But whatever came of it, those who come to Drang Lake seeking salvation soon lose hope and turn hollow. It happens to them all, sooner or later. That bull knight at the base of the tower, his spirit is already broken. Although he does offer sound advice. Perhaps he is a foreshadowing of your own future. That tiny thing inside the ruins. An ancient being that will mock your very existence. She imparts sound wisdom, provided you find her on a good day. The sign you bear will drain your very souls. And without souls, you will turn hollow. Stay strong. Do not lose hope. Even when you have precious little time. For when the undead dies, it is never truly dead, but only one step closer to hollowing. Not all undead are hollows, but all hollows were once undead. If you find an Estus shard, bring it to me, so that I may ease your burden. Over the hill and past the forest is the king's castle.
She is repeating herself at this point, I believe.
Where a man peered straight into the essence of the soul.
Well, this guy looks depressing.
You're undead, aren't you? You have that distinct scent, the smell of irreversible fate. This is Majula. It is a kind of settlement. A place where life is almost normal. And in Drang Lake these days, there are very few places
Have you
like
given
that.
them the old razzle-dazzle yet?
Well, I'm talking to a guy that's up here at this giant monument you told me about. I went through all the dialogue of the lady in green. She seems nice
Yeah,
enough.
anytime you want to level up, you go talk to her.
Ha! Ha! 268,955,173 deaths worldwide.
That's all.
Is that not enough?
No, there's never enough.
No, it's never enough.
Actually, I can't remember. That may be players killed by other players, by the way. So did you join his covenant?
I don't know, did I?
Oh, keep talking to him.
Oh, right. Totally blanked on the talking thing.
And like you, I lost everything. And now I'm here. You probably heard that it was possible to break the curse here. Well, that's not true at all. There's nothing here for you, me, or anybody.
Well, this guy's just a ray of sunshine.
Do you know much about souls?
There's a character about like him in every Dark Souls.
I'm told that the soul is the essence of life.
Bitter, sad,
Anything
useless.
living, sentient or no, supposedly has one. What we call the curse is traceable to the soul. Do you see what that means? To be alive.
I'll have to double check, but I believe in one of the games that character's name is actually Depressed Knight.
We undead will never die. And that's quite a predicament, really. There are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you will sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul and a terrible curse. If that frightens you, then you ought to just give up right now, like I have. Do you ever cry out for help? The journey of an undead is long and treacherous. You'll face invaders from other worlds at every turn. If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger,
Well, that was close.
the Blue
I
Sentinels
nearly poured a
will
bottle of water
come
on
to
myself.
your aid. Protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept.
So I guess when he was talking about invaders from other worlds, that's just he's talking about players invading your
He's
game.
talking about other players. Oh yes.
Join the way of Blue Covenant. Yes,
Yes.
that's what you were talking about.
So covenants are kind of like NPC factions or
That
guilds.
is a wise decision. People are
So he's going to give you a ring, which you need to
the
equip.
Blue Sentinels.
It'll give you a little bit of extra help.
in their benevolence.
More importantly,
Let the
should you be
Sentinels
invaded by another
cradle you
player,
in their embrace.
there's a chance that a member of another
Do you
faction
think
called the Blue
lonely
Sentinels
here?
will come help you.
It suits me just fine. As I've nothing left anyway. It will grow on you, this place. Give it some
Factions
time.
are a very, or covenants rather, are a very big deal in all of the Dark Souls games. So,
Do you see the way beyond the bonfire? That will take you to the forest of the giants. There was once a great fort.
you're also going to want to talk to him.
You may
relatively
just
often.
find something there that will be of use on your journey. But don't venture too far inside, or you might not come back.
He will give you clues sometimes,
Hague's Tower of Flame lies
things of that
beyond
nature.
the
Pretty much
Fargate.
anytime you come back to town,
In
you
the
should get in the habit of talking
the
to every
apostles
single
of
person
Lugada.
again.
But the road leading there
Noted.
is perilous. The gate is rigged with some contraption. But how it works, I just don't
Now,
know.
with that being said, you can go through the entire game without ever talking to a single person,
Have you seen
it's not
that
required,
gate, that
but you will
gate
miss out on
hole
things.
in the earth? I don't know what it's like down below, but I wouldn't suggest trying to find out. Besides, you will never make it down there. Not without a ladder of some sort. The flame you see there is a bonfire. They exist all across the land, beacons to we undead. If you are tired, try resting beside the flame. The flame heals us.
Good lord, are you still talking to him?
Yes, he's got a lot to say apparently.
Watched over each bonfire. She kept the flame lit and guarded it.
I evidently forgot how much he had to say.
I wonder where the firekeepers went.
Well, he's telling me, I guess, about the adjacent land to where I'm at right now, as well as the bonfire next to me, or nearby.
Good information.
Of time is convoluted.
Seems like he may have just referenced the little messages that other players leave.
Wishes, dashed dreams.
Can't trust him.
Are very inner thoughts. If your will to soldier on falters, try leaving a message. Somebody out there is sure to listen. You may notice symbols that appear upon the ground. These are summon signatures. They call upon spirits from other worlds through the schisms in time. If you fear hollows, find summon signatures to call upon spirits.
Okay, now he's talking about summon signatures.
Do you see the way beyond the bonfire?
Okay, now he is repeating himself.
That will take you to the forest that was once a great human, but don't.
Okay, so I can enter covenant, learn gesture, talk, and leave. Learn gesture,
Well,
that's just like
covenant.
learning an emote.
Enter his covenant, you did already. Yes, gestures are just emotes. It's your only way to communicate with other players, outside of course, the fact that we're sitting here and chat together.
Well, I learned welcome, I think it said.
May you find peace.
Yeah, that's one the players use to kind of taunt other players, if I remember correctly.
Well, of course. Because, you know, why not? Okay, and I just equipped the blue seal.
That gives you extra hit points.
And this is the campfire he was talking about.
No clue how many extra hit points it gives you. For example, it gives me 26 hit points.
It's not prompting me to do anything.
What's that?
The campfire, bonfire, whatever.
Move around, make sure you get in the right spot. You should have a prompt to light it.
Oh, okay, now I know what it was. Even though I backed out of my inventory, but I was still in the trackpad menu, or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yeah, don't do that. So yes, you can rest at the bonfire, which will replenish all your health. I think it repairs your items too. Can't remember on that one. And more importantly, it resets your Estus flask, which, speaking of which, make sure you have that equipped.
Oh, right.
And you should go investigate the rest of the town real quick. There's a couple different items you can find. You don't really need to talk to anyone else at this point. No one else really has anything to say.
Okay, there. Now my Estus flask is what will happen if I push square.
There are 2 merchants in town.
Alright, well now I got that stuff squared away. Have a little rest here at the bonfire.